This Independence Day, spend it like you never dreamed of before. Getting down and dirty. Exit 7, right off by 30. As our drivers smash the loud pedal to not be outrun, it's family fun for everyone. Texarkana 67 Speedway. It's an epic 2000 to win IMCA modified and celebration, including an epic fireworks show for you, the fans. So as we celebrate our nation's freedom, we will honor the courageous men and women dedicated to preserving it. We ask that you join us Wednesday, July the 4th at Texarkana 67 Speedway. Check us out on Facebook for more details. Gates open at 5, races start at 8. Be there!
On Bodacious.
Let me tell you, boy, I was out there talking to Rowdy when I was in the pits. I was glad to see him here after him being sick yesterday and not making the Architect show. But what a race already up front right here.
J-boys are always ready to fight. That ain't no doubt about it. What I mean is they're ready to fight on the racetrack. These guys are absolute wheelmen. Off before their father, Jimmy Day, won the $5,000 Battle of Boot Hill. We were there. They head off into one. Tyler Townsend going to get company there to his outside chase.
We're almost 3 wide with Boday looking to the inside. Tyler Townsend's playing the cheese in the middle. But I tell you what, yeah, Rowdy and Boday said they did leave Jeremy Little at home. Speaking of fight.
Heck of a race, man. Like you said, Craig Oaks is in that old Drew Armstrong ride who won 4 in a row in that car. April 20th and May 18th, he won all 4 events. So we know that car's fast. He's trying to get around Harvey now.
I like the homework and the nuggets you got here, Chase. You brought some ammo here tonight.
So we'll send it off into turn 1 2. Keaton Atkinson getting a run on the high side coming out of turn 2. He's going to try to get up into a top 4 spot quick and early. Trying to get that transfer spot. He's holding it right now with Michael King to his inside. Jesse Schwettmann, the man on the outside looking in. He'll push. He'll lose a couple spots to Austin Carnley in the 94 there. Tough break for Jesse Schwettmann. So right now, Keaton Atkinson, Michael Rhodes hold your transfer spot. Top 4 will go to the A main. There currently holds the transfer spot, but Jesse Schwettmann wants it. Curtis Allen wants it. The 94 wants it. Who can take it away? Keaton Atkinson, Michael Rhodes riding in 2nd and 3rd right now. Your top 4 trying to hang on for a few more laps. They are 3 wide now. A little contact there with the 94. Keaton Atkinson, Boston coming out of turn 2. They are battling hard for our transfer spot. Nobody wants to go home. They want to go to the A main. 2 to go from Flagman Joe. And right now the battles for 3rd and 4th with Keaton Atkinson at 94. They will both transfer if they can just stay in these positions. But watch Chris there in the 5. And then 15 of Allen. They're trying to make a run up there to get that 4 spot. Oh my, white flag is out. Look at the battle back here for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's getting dicey. So the 94 and Keaton Atkinson right now are both in. They just have to hold it for 1 more quarter. Curtis Allen's going to throw it into turn 3 and 4. Trying to get a run on the high side. Keaton Atkinson gets sideways. They're going to come to the line. It's going to be a barn burner. Oh my. Wow, what an ending to this one. Keaton Atkinson tries to pitch his way into the A. This is what you came to see, fans. IMCA modifies here. Full decked out in rows as we go green. And oh my, it's a mess in 1 and 2, Zach. 3 wide going down the front stretch with Gould, Boday, and the 3 of Arlen Stewart. And it doesn't matter if it's Boday, Rowdy Day, Michael Day. When they show up, you know they're here to play, and they're going to be out front at any speedway. Tyler Stevens gets a pinch there from our pair of 71, but right now we got Boday and William Gould putting on a battle for the lead here as we shake out our top 5 here, Zach. But we got battles all over the place. Still 3 wide down the backstretch with the pair of 71. For sure, but look at Chris Elliott. He timed it off of 3 and 4. Boy, he's all over the back of Gould. He'll lose a little bit of ground now, though. He'll get a run off the backstretch off of turn 2. He's all over the back of William Gould as Chris Elliott. They're pulling away from Randy Weaver. Moving into the top 5 is Drew Armstrong. Let me tell you, Arlen Stewart, Townsend, Drew Armstrong, Sustaire. Maybe that's the other 71 there like we were talking about. Oh my, they're 3, 4 wide all over the place, Zach. I love seeing this many IMCA modifies on this bull ring.
I do too.
He looks faster than Boday. He's just got to get around him right now. He had a heck of a run out of turn 2. He'll move to the inside in 3 and 4. He's trying to time it off the corner. They're going to be side by side as we come to the line. Here's Texas. Couple travelers here getting side by side. Michael Rhodes, too. He's been riding high on that win he's had here as well. He's finally got that car figured out, too. But right now, hey, who's checking out, Zach? Right, Duck Sanders. This 14W, it was 4X, wasn't it? second. And Sustaire is there, baby. He's going to try to make it 3 wide going on the backstretch, Zach. Here comes the Rains County Rocket.
Emory, Texas racer Kevin Sustaire.
I tell you, Zach, after Keaton last week beat William Gould and Armstrong in a heads-up race feature, he's got to be feeling good, sitting pretty. And big bolster right there, but right now he's got a side full of Kevin Sustaire trying to make a move up to the front. He's checking out like he heard the hit bed bugs at the hotel room. He stayed out during the SmackDown.
Oh, man.
Wasn't that a crazy story? But right now, side by side for second here on the backstretch. That is the 4X there. And here comes the Rains County Rocket to the inside of the KIAMICHI King, Michael Rhodes out of Paris, Texas. That's right, 15 down, 15 to go. As we're catching lap traffic here, Chris Elliott will be closing on the back of Steve Ward, Keaton Atkinson, and the 33 there is Madison Holloway.
Oaks is in 5th. Weaver 4th. 3rd is the 60 of Gould. Stevens trying to dominate off that high side, off the bottom of 4. But I tell you, Elliott just too strong out front.
Chris Elliott is on a rail, and that rail is all the way around 6 Speedway right now. That 915 looks like he's untouchable. He went NBA Jam, heating up, on fire, and he's now went to another place in space to race. Gould all over the back of Tyler Stevens, but look like Gould slipped come out of 4. Open up the gap there for Stevens. Randy Weaver all over the back of Gould, as is Craig Oaks. Oh my. I tell you how interesting is it too. Craig Oaks outrunning Drew Armstrong in his old car. A little bit of an interesting tidbit there.
I mean, that's what happens when you have a good shoe. I promise you that it actually fires up Drew Armstrong. He'd love to see his car doing well rather than, I guess, performing back in the pack, because he knows how well that car was to him, or how good it was to him. Right now, Chris Elliott has absolutely stepped out on the competition. I mean,
3 wide over here, Zach, with Weaver and Oaks and Sustaire.
I mentioned the Mark Martin podcast. You can go back on episode 8. You can get it on Castback, Stitcher, or Spreaker, or check out the Mark Martin podcast on accelerated.com. But I'll tell you what, Chris Elliott was the featured guest on episode number 8. You can learn a lot about Chris Elliott.
Really?
Yep. I thought that was him, and I was going to mention that earlier. That's kind of why I brought it up, but I wasn't 100% sure. Thought maybe it was like Bill Elliott or something. No. Not Chase, but Chris. It's the dirt track ace of Chris Elliott, who's going to lead them into 1 and 2. It'll be 2 laps to go this next time by on the steep flat. This time by off of turn number 4. It'll be 2 laps to go for Chris Elliott from Abilene, Texas.
So as we have the 2 to go, Chris Elliott, again, no competition. He can just ride around him.
Final time, coming to the white flag, or down the back straightaway this time for the final strip into turn number 3. The biggest field of IMCA modifieds we've seen here at Texarkana in quite some time. $2,000. Going to ride back to Abilene, Texas tonight. Chris Elliott going to be your winner in 915 here at Texarkana 67 Speedway in the IMCA modified main event. Coming across the stripe to grab second. Wow, Weaver came out of nowhere to grab second over the 60 of Gould. 4th, it looks like Kevin Sustaire. 5th will go to the... Looks like Craig Oaks.
Wow. What happened to, where'd Stevens go, man? What happened to Stevens? Did I blink, change my batteries, and something happened? You missed it too, huh? Tyler Stevens has disappeared. What a run for Randy the 4th. One of the daycare boys coming out tonight. We have 1 feature left in the 4-cylinders. But if you are leaving, drive safe. If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl. Let your buddy drive you home. Be there!